In this video, I'm going to talk to you about certain things you want to do to make sure that you are slowly introducing your retinoids, so whether that's tretinoin, retinol, bakuchiol, any of these options of retinoids. I want to make sure that you know some of the tall tale signs of when you're pushing it too much and how to minimize the impact of it. So typically you're going to see this in tretinoin. This is the full prescription strength. That's the one that usually is the hardest to incorporate in the skin. So a really good method to use when you're first putting it into your skincare routine. You already saw the video where I talked about how to systematically put it in and how many weeks apart. This video is about all the little extras that you can do to soften the absorption rate so it's not going super strong. And that way your skin can tolerate it a little better. So this is called the sandwiching method. You can use this technically with a retinol, or a tretinoin. It doesn't matter which version you choose. Typically retinols or any type of retinals are usually encapsulated in slow release. So that it kind of takes care of that function for you, but tretinoin has none of that. It's not formulated that way. So what you want to do is you want to put a thin layer of moisturizer on your face first. Yes, before any of your peptides, you can of course go ahead and put your toners. So you wash, you tone, you put your moisturizer on, then you apply a very, very small pea-size amount of tretinoin. You're going to tap it between your fingertips, tap it all over, then massage it around. You are not going to use it around the eyes. Yes, you want to use it on your neck and chest because this will age as well. So again, we want to get that anti-aging ingredient in there. That's why you want to put it over your entire face, neck, and chest as long as it can tolerate it. And then you're going to sandwich over another moisturizer over top of that. If you are using any type of peptides, that's when you're going to add your peptides over top of it. Yes, I understand this is going against the laws of layering, but when it comes to the rules, there's always exceptions to the rules, and this is a good exception to that rule. So what you're going to do is moisturize, so cleanse. If you're using a hydrating toner, that's where you put it. Moisturize, tretinoin, moisturize. And then if you find that you're a little bit on the dry skin type, you can actually add what's called skin glazing, a nice light oil over top. You do not want to use any type of Vaseline or occlusive because there is a bit of a chemical exchange that happens with your skin. And the last thing we want to do is put a lid over top of that pot because it can actually cause a skin reaction. So you don't want to use anything really rich and occlusive, but like Vaseline or Aquaphor, but you can definitely use any type of skin glazing oils. They're all on Shop My Shelf based on your skin type naturally. And of course, these ones will not clog your pores. So that is what we call the sandwiching method. Now, as I mentioned before, what a retinoid is doing, it's called apoptosis of the cell. So it's killing off the top layer of the skin, forcing the bottom layer to reproduce faster. This is really, really important, especially for aging skin, acne skin, pigmentation. We want to really get that skin cycle to move along. And as we age, that skin cycle slows down. So this is why it's really important to understand why you want to maybe slow down the process a little bit when you first add in your form of retinoid. Let's say you started using your retinoid and you started using it Mondays and Thursdays. You had no issues. You're like, feels great. 3 weeks in, you bump it up to 3 times a week. At the 3 times a week, let's say around week 2 or week 3, you start noticing that your skin's getting a little red. It feels like it's burning or stinging when you wash your face the next morning. It's drying down really, really fast throughout the day. It's not its usual self. You'll obviously get some peeling of the skin, or you get redness in the skin. This is typically your skin saying, hold on, you're using this way too fast or you're using too much. So maybe the 3 times a week is fine, but you're using maybe 2 pumps instead of 1 pump. So again, this is where you have to be a bit of a detective with your skin. I need you to slow down. So if you start getting any type of skin reaction like that, redness, dryness, irritation, peeling, that is discomfort. A little bit of peeling isn't a problem, but if you have peeling with discomfort, that's where you have to stop using that retinoid for the week. You have to let your skin completely recover before you introduce it back in. Because again, what we're doing is we're killing off the top layer of the skin. We need time for that bottom layer to catch up and to repair before we do that controlled damage. Like I said before, much like going to the gym, you're breaking down the muscles to rebuild them stronger. It's that wait period in between that you might need a little bit more time in between. And again, usually when you're doing any type of retinoid, it's usually using too much or using it too fast that can cause this irritation. I hope this helped answer some of your questions. And of course, feel free to use the forum that we have. So then that way, if you do have further questions, I can make sure that there's a video to follow it up with that.